to my channel. I am Rachel from Her Thrive, and I am so excited that you're here. I am planning in my fitness planner today, and I am decorating my monthly layout, preparing for the month. Now, I do already have the planner guides on top of this planner, on top of the pages, and so that is why that ring reflection for my ring light is there, just a small ring light, but that reflection is kind of bright. So I'm trying to be better about using my monthly layout, and I've been doing really good with it the last couple of months. So I am pulling out my fitness sticker book because it matches perfect with the planner, and I have the fitness washi, and then I have this color story book because there are some bright paint, what do they call it, brush strokes, I think, that kind of match that fitness planner. They're bright, and I'm looking everywhere for them in there. They're in there, I promise. And then I also put this Stronger Together to the side. I don't even know if I ever get into it. And then this is from the original fitness planner, fitness sticker book, sorry. And then that's from like a memory keeping book or something. I think it's like the dates and numbers. I can't remember, but those are pages that fell out, or I pulled them out and put them in one large book. So I just have that there so I can mark the month since this planner is undated. I wanted to start by doing some decor. So I was looking for these bright brush strokes to put on the top of my page. And I did notice that there is some artwork on the top, but it's very light. You can't really tell. I mean, you could barely even see it. And I didn't think it was a big deal to cover them up, so I went ahead and did that. But since I have the planner guides, I could always just, I could have removed all of it and started over. And I think that's just what I was trusting in, my handy dandy little planner guides, that I could just remove it all. And because I've tried doing this, like just decorative stuff like this without them, and oh my goodness, it is a nightmare to remove if you change your mind or you place it in the wrong spot. It is terrible. Now, it was some work to remove it from this page and then from the planner guide, and then put it back onto the actual page. That was a lot of work too, but I'm glad I didn't waste all of my stickers, because I have torn pages and torn stickers and wasted them by not having these planner guides. So this really came in handy to be able to use that. Now, I wasn't sure where I wanted to put these brush strokes. I kind of wanted to put them at the bottom where those boxes don't have any dates on them, but I ended up removing them because I just wasn't satisfied with it. I thought it looked kind of lopsided and funky because there's only one side, and I really just didn't like it. But since I have the guides, I was able to remove them. But then I think I later go and place them somewhere else. So yeah, and that really stinks that it's not really in the shot very well, the very bottom of that page, but it's no big deal. So I ended up like placing them in other parts of the month later on, which you'll see in a bit. I wanted to see like what it looked like without it. Yeah, it needed to be removed. So that's what I did. Just threw them back on there, and I come back to them at a later time. Then I was looking through, because this planner has a lot of encouraging quotes, and the colors really do kind of match with some of the fitness stickers, and so I wanted to just throw some encouragement on there, just to look at throughout the month. I got the one that says "you can." What else did I end up getting? I ended up finding a sticker that says "you glow girl." I think it says "glow girl." Can't remember. We'll see when I stick it down. Yes, "you glow girl," because these stickers are, well, not necessarily because the stickers are right, but because, you know, you're glowing, you're doing your thing. I guess that's where that comes from. But I feel like they're a little neon-y too as well. And then I wanted to track a couple of things throughout the month. So I'm mostly using this as like a tracker. I mean, because for most planners, you're going to use it to do like, you're going to put your events and whatnot, and I'm not going to put that on there, and I didn't want to put all my workouts on there. It's not really something I would plan ahead. I plan that like day by day, or at least by the week. But I did want to record my weight a couple of times a month, and then my measurements. I don't want to weigh myself every week because that gets discouraging. My weight fluctuates naturally because I have endometriosis or my hormones, or maybe that's just normal. I don't know, but it's definitely not a good idea for me to be looking at the scale often. And so I'm tracking that, and then I just sporadically track my my Fitbit, like my how many calories I burned, my steps, things like that. And those aren't things that I plan out. I'm just sticking them on random days. Honestly, a lot of it's because that's just where it looks cute. But it is a way to track things. I found that tracking the same exact thing every day isn't working for me. Like if I try to track my workouts or my meals or something all on the monthly, I'm less likely to stick to it because I may not want to write down what I ate for that day. And I know that's terrible. You should do it anyways. But why am I going to continue doing something that is not working for me? Studies do show that if you write your behavior down, you're more likely to change it. So if you know you're going to write down what you eat every day, you are more likely to change that behavior because you don't want to write down that you wrote something terrible, right? You don't want to look at that. But honestly, what that does to me is just, I won't write nothing down. I will just stay out of my planner and I won't want anything to do with it. So why continue doing what's not working for me? So I have recorded just like random things. Like I said, my weight a couple of times a month because I know it doesn't tell you the whole story. I've definitely noticed that the scale hasn't moved very much, but my body has. And so, I mean, a couple people have noticed it. And I've noticed my clothes fit a little bit differently. So I feel like that's a lot more motivating. And so, not worrying about my weight so much and then tracking everything that I eat so much. That doesn't seem to work for me. Or tracking, I don't know, my steps every day. Like that, even that can get discouraging. That sticker there says, go the extra mile. I'm pretty sure like there's no in there or something like that. I can't even read what that says. But speaking of walking, so I just want to record what's on my Fitbit, how many miles I walked, not necessarily or ran, not necessarily like during my exercise, but just for the day, even if I don't go on a like jog or walk to exercise, because sometimes I do other workouts. Just whatever's on my Fitbit will work too. I'll track, sometimes I will track like if I ate something great, or I try to put something positive on the monthly is what I'm saying. Like some of it's just factual, just tracking workouts, measurements, things like that. And then some of it is just, if I don't have anything on that particular day that I marked to track, I'll write in something positive that I did for that day because that's motivating. Like just because you made a bad choice doesn't mean you had a bad day. You know, I feel like that's just life. I'm not gonna have a perfect life ever or be perfect in my fitness journey. Like I think all of the ups and downs come along with it. And so just tracking that, I made a great choice for breakfast today or for lunch. I did a workout today. So some of those spaces where there's nothing to track for my workouts, I'll still write in a workout. I'll still write in what I did. That's just, I feel like that's helpful to me. It makes me feel like I'm on a journey going forward. No matter how many ups and downs I have, my journey is still going forward. And that may not work for everyone. I feel like for some people, they need to see like, well, this is where you went wrong. This is where you didn't do well. And I could totally do that in the weekly sections, but not for my monthly. I want to see positivity, mostly positivity on my monthly. Like that's what I want to see here. I can track all the other things elsewhere, but for my monthly, we're just not keeping it consistent. We're just going to be all over the place and stick to positivity. It might get a little real in the weeklies, or it may not, because like I said, when I'm not doing great, I don't like to write it down. But that's just that. And just looking through to see what else I can fill in from that sticker book, because I thought maybe we needed a little more decorating, but I decided to go ahead and just switch it on over to my page. I do add some washi in later on, but y'all, there is no point of doing that with your washi tape on your planner guides. I did that before and it was pointless because washi is so stinking removable as it is. There's no need to do that. So here I go, sticking and unsticking, which makes it a little difficult. And I don't transfer it exactly like it was, but it's not that big of a deal. I kind of had an idea of where things were going to be, but I still ended up having to move things around, and I don't think I really tore any of my stickers or ripped my page. I don't think it did any serious damage. It was totally fine. It worked out. So then I just went and cut the edges, some of the parts that were just hanging out there, that went on the overflow there. And my page was a little curled because I must have stuck a sticker down, like, I don't know, I must have stretched the sticker or something, and it kind of pulls on the page when you do that. I do that a lot with washi. If your page is curling when you put washi, it's because you stretch the washi and then it unstretched and pulled the page together. I'm sure most of you already know that. Probably already washi pros, but I don't know. Maybe there's someone out there that didn't know that. So here I am, just sticking everything back onto my page. I had to cut this part out here because it was on my stinking disc, but it worked out just fine. The pages ended up turning perfectly fine after I cut that off and everything. I didn't have any issues with it. Then I ended up sticking, like I said, those brush strokes elsewhere on the page. It didn't work out in that one little cluster on the right side there, but I just stuck them throughout and it ended up working out fine. That is my Erin Condren ruler that came in a EC surprise box. It's bronze. It needs to be shined or polished. I'm not about to buy no bronze polish for the little bitty ruler, but it still works and I love it. I don't like it to measure with things. I know she sells it in her store, online, I guess. I know I've seen it like in her store in Austin. But, oh, thanks dog for barking while I'm recording. But I'm just going to be honest, it's not great for measuring because it's kind of small, but it works really well for cutting my washi. So that is what I tend to use it for most of the time. So here we are, getting my washi onto my page. I hardly ever buy washi anymore, but I'm so thankful that I bought it for this particular collection. It's the only one I've gotten recently, but I need to snag some other ones. It tends to go pretty fast though. Usually it's one of the first things to go, and I'm sorry, I'm out of the frame. I need to be better. There we go. Back in the frame we go. I just didn't want my washi to be all matchy-patchy, so I was trying to find a place that I could stick this down, and I just went with another row randomly on the other side. Okay, well, this is my layout. I hope you liked this video, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to go find me on Instagram at HerThrive. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.